So you are looking to install the graphical interface on your Ubuntu server, and I'm going to explain you how to do it on the Ubuntu Server Edition, because if you are using the Ubuntu Desktop Edition, it's kind of hard not to install the graphical interface. So in Ubuntu Desktop, it's kind of hard not to install the graphical interface. So let's say you have an Ubuntu server and you want to install the graphical interface. Come and join me. All right, here we go. So we are here on the Ubuntu server, freshly installed Ubuntu server. It's kind of a minimal install thing, just a minimal thing installation. It was just the minimal, and I'm going to show you from the start how can you install the graphical interface on your Ubuntu server. There are a few things, a few added things we should know. I'm not going to make this too long of a video. I'm going to put some added notes on the description below. Go and check them out. And mainly it's about, for example, which display manager to use. If you don't really care about that, don't worry about that. A display manager, it's just kind of the low-level thingy that makes the windows work, all the windows and the clicks work. Don't worry way too much about that. We're going to use the default Windows manager that Ubuntu installed, which is GDM, which is fine. And I'm going to also to show you how can you check the currently running GDM, our display manager, and all is fine. So I'm going to show you how to install, and the simplest way, the quickest way. If you want to stick around for the end of the video to see more details, you are welcome to. But I'm going to dive in there immediately how to install the graphical interface without any hassles or details, or just make it work. All right? Okay. So I'm going to log in with a regular user. This user was asked to be created during the install process of Ubuntu server, which is fine. Okay. And now you probably know how to do this. I'm going to show you anyways. You need to set your root password so we need root access. So let's set our root password. So I have logged in with a non-root user. Then you just do sudo passwd. Okay. Then you specify the user's password, the users you are logged in at right now. In this case, I have a student called user. I have a user called student, and I'm typing the password of the student user, not yet the new root password. So I'm going to set the new root password now. So the first password that is asked me, it's the users that run the sudo. So if I'm running sudo with student, I need to type the student's password and not the root's password. Now new password is asking me for the root's password. So I'm going to define one. And now I know which password is the root's password. Or you can use sudo to everything. Sudo command, sudo command, sudo command. That's your prerogative. But by using this procedure, now I know my root's password. All right? Cool. Let's clear the screen. Now I can do the following steps using sudo and a comment in front, or just switch to the root user's account. Since I know the root user account now, I'm going to switch into that. That's just my own habits, my own muscle memory. You don't have to do this. You can do sudo after, and all the commands I will do afterwards, and it will be the same thing. But I do prefer to use the su minus to get the sudo's the root's bash directly, and so I avoid doing sudo everything because I know the root's password. Okay. Now, if you want to do the following, you can do, which is the apt update. So this is going to update your package manager to the latest freshly thingy-majiggy. You can do that now, can do that afterwards. Okay, when you do the installation of the graphical interface, the system will do this for you. It's your own choice. I like to do it in advance, but that's just me. Okay, then we can do the apt upgrade. This is going to put your system completely up to date. Again, you don't have to do this right now. You can just do it later. But since I am already doing this anyways, I will just do it. It will take a few seconds. This is not going to take long, and I'm going to wait for a moment. So 60% already. So it's going to update your system. It can take longer or lesser depending on your system. So you just do it up and that's that. And then we can finally dive into the installation itself. So I'm going to dive into the installation itself, and I'm going to show how it's done and what are the results. But if you want to stick around to the end of the video to see more details about this, you can. But the next command is the one that's going to trigger everything. As soon as I get my system up to date, this is going to take a little bit. It's updating the kernel stuff. It will depend. It will take more or less on the system depending on the system. And now the meat of it all, which is apt install, and I'm going to do Ubuntu desktop. This is going to install a series of packages. You say yes, and then you just need to wait for it to finish. And in the end, you just need to do a reboot. I'm not going to bother you guys with all of this. This is going to take a while. I'm just going to show you the final reboot, and you can see all the results. So hard cut here for the end of the packet installation and when I triggered the reboot. So everything's just installed, 100%, that's fine. I just cleared the screen. So after everything is installed, okay, you just need to reboot your server. Just do type reboot. And you just wait for the reboot to finish, and you probably, most likely, because it will happen, you will see your graphical desktop popping. And after the reboot is done, there we go. You will see your graphical desktop just popping, and you just need to log in with your user, the one you have like a standard regular user, and then we're done. Graphical desktop is installed. You can then just follow along and answer these notes if you wish, or you can go to the second part of this video where I'm going to show you how can we check which desktop manager we have installed and running. Okay, it doesn't I'm sorry, display manager, that's the correct term, but you can see, or else you're done. Like and subscribe, and it really helps. The usual stuff. If you are still here, let's check what or which display manager we have installed here. So I'm going to get some root access to myself, and there we go. There are many ways, but this is the one I actually enjoy to use because it works for me. You just do systemctl status display manager, and this should show you which display manager it was installed by the installation procedure. In our case, it's GDM3, which is it's fine. If you're not too worried about which display manager is installed, you're fine. This will work. This will just do everything for you. You are good and dandy. Perfect. You are good to go. No problems. There are others people prefer because they say they save some resources. They are less resource intensive. For example, Slim. People like to use Slim or Light DM. If you're not too worried about this, if you just need your desktop, your graphical interface in the Jiffy, you are done. Go back to work. Hope you enjoy this. I'm going to put some notes on the description below for your pleasure. Go and check them out with more details of all of this and other commands that may help you. Go down to the description and check it out. That's all for now. Like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.